Hello, everybody out there, and welcome back for another exciting episode of Andrew Discusses. This is the video series where I talk about stuff at random, just off the top of my head, and try to get a good discussion going with you, my loyal viewers out there, via the comment section in each video. I'm Andrew, and welcome aboard for this fun-filled episode where I'm going to be discussing streaming services. So yeah, let's just get into this. I think there's too many of them at this point. I'm just gonna, let's just cut the middleman out. Let's get the elephant out of the room. I think there's too many of them at this point. We have, what's it now? Apple TV Plus is coming, or is already out. You have Disney Plus coming down the pipeline, Netflix, Hulu, God, how many others? YouTube TV. There's so many of them. And I think we've gotten to the point now where HBO Max. I keep forgetting about that. HBO Max. I think Showtime's got a streaming service now, I think. There's so many of them. And we're at the point where basically I'm looking at this and going, when are we going to have enough? I mean, we're getting to the point where we're going to get to the .com. So for those of you that don't know, back in like the 90s, there was this huge thing with the .com. Everybody had a .com. Oh my God, you could get a .com, you had a startup, you had a .com. Oh my God, you were big business. And then the market just crashed. The bubble burst. Everybody lost money. Everybody lost their minds. Everybody lost their shit. And all of a sudden it's like, well, that's it. We're screwed. We're done. And it's a massive joke and basically a foreshadowing of things to come if you really want to think about it. The .com era is basically what happens when you screw up big. And with streaming services, we're getting to that point. Especially with Disney Plus announcing themselves, HBO Max launching their asses. We're getting to that point where we're going to have too many choices. They're already starting to undercut. I mean, Disney Plus is going for like what? I think the last report I saw was like, what, $5 a month? I had read somewhere. They're trying to undercut Netflix. And of course, Disney Plus owns like, how many freaking things are going to be part of that? I mean, you have Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, Fox is involved in that because you had The Simpsons pitching that. So you have all that stuff underneath there, and Disney Plus is pulling out their own versions of programming, and they have their own style, what they want to do. So like Netflix will allow you to binge everything at once. Disney Plus is going to do it. Oh no, it's going to be like episodes will be released at regular intervals. Whereas you're paying X amount of money to get Netflix where you can binge watch and then you can stop for a while and do something else and come back and the show's there. And you're not waiting impatiently to see what happens next. Like if something catches your attention, you're not banging your head against the wall going, my God, what's going to happen? What's going to happen next? Is something bad going to happen to these people? And yeah, that's what that is. But at the same time, you're also dealing with the whole how much it costs. Because Netflix is not cheap anymore. They raised their prices up for like the first time. I don't remember how many years they said it was. And I think they did it again then afterwards. But you have Disney Plus trying to undercut everybody. You have Apple TV coming out with their own original programming. That, Good Morning show with, what was it? Jennifer Aniston. Oh God, what the hell's her name? Oh God, I can't. Reese Witherspoon, that's it. You have those two, Steve Carell. They're all in this sort of like a crappy TV show where Steve Carell's character was accused of something and became big news. And it's like, I'm looking at this and I'm going, I don't care. Because it's literally a show about background drama that you're popping out on a streaming service that, first off, I'm not going to own. I don't own anything Apple related, and you can thank that South Park episode Human Centipede for me not owning a damn Apple product. That scared the living shit out of me. Almost literally, I'm not going to lie, almost literally, it freaked me the hell out too much that I'm not interested and I am not comfortable owning any Apple product. And I know somebody out there is going to go, but you own this and that. Nope, no I don't. I do not own any Apple product at all, nor will I ever own an Apple product. Because as far as I'm concerned, Apple products are, I'm afraid that I'm going to click the wrong button on their terms of service and I'm going to end up becoming part of the next Human Centipede. And I ain't having that. I am not going to become a human Sentai pad. So you have those shows that are coming out. Apple TV's coming with their thing. And Apple TV already existed, but this is like the next generation of it. You're going Apple TV Plus, which I don't understand what the Plus is supposed to be. What is it with everybody in their Plus? I mean, Disney Plus came out with it. You had Google Plus, I think I heard somebody joking about. Now you have Apple TV Plus. What the hell's with the Plus? What is the Plus going to be? You're going to be paying hidden charges or plus something else? Hold on a second. I felt like I had to sneeze there. Yeah, okay. Oh, thank you for telling me my microphone's ready. Okay. But yeah, but you have all these streaming services like DC and all that, and that's the kicker because HBO Max announced that they're going to have like the first 40 years of DC movies like Batman and Superman stuff available on their streaming service. So what the hell's the point then of having DC Universe or DC Universe? That's what it was. What's the point of having that then if you're basically going to be getting everything via, you can get the 40 years worth of movies on HBO Max? It's too many freaking streaming services. There's way too damn many of them. You're going to get to the point where they're just undercutting each other, which is what they're doing now. And then it's soon going to be price wars of price wars of price wars. You also have, what is it, AMC, the theater chains doing their own streaming service where you can basically view movies in your damn home via their membership thing. And I'm just like, what the hell? This is idiotic at this point that we're getting this many streaming services. Everybody and their cousins getting a streaming service. Now, don't get me wrong. Cable's a horrible idea. And streaming services are not the new cable. They are a step up of cable because they at least allow you to watch what you want to watch, pay for what you want to watch, basically. The problem with cable was that so many people got lumped into the sports packages that all the cable companies threw on, and that's where the majority of the money was. If you could have had an a la carte option for cable companies, you wouldn't have had this issue. And cable would probably still hold at least a shot in the dark of still having anything out there. But the fact that you have no idea anymore what in the hell you're doing, you have no clue what it is you want to do or bring to the table, and you just don't care, that's where cable died. And at this point, streaming services, no, they're not the new cable. They're better than cable. So I'm not going to lie that they're a worthwhile thing we needed to have. They are a definite, this was a step up and the next logical step. It's more of a, why are we getting this now? Why have we gotten this now? It's basically to the point now where we're getting too much of it. And then we have to take a step back and go, why did we want this in the first place? Because we're basically getting right back to where we started, the same issues, only now it's the same problem, different source. Or to quote Megatron from Beast Wars, new packaging, same product, losers. Or in our case, new packaging, same product, crap. And that's the problem that we have, is that we're falling back into the same routine again. So like with streaming services, you're going to have you can watch this, this, and this, or this and this is available only on our streaming service. Like Disney Plus is going to have a lot of their live action movies go onto there, which first off, be my guest, because Dumbo flopped horribly, but you tried doubling down with Aladdin and lucked out. Versus Netflix, which has their own original programming, which I honestly think should be made available later on to other sources, like put it up on YouTube or something, just for people that might have found it interesting, but don't want to deal with your channel, that don't want to deal with your service. They don't want to go on to Netflix because they don't want to pay for your service because they just don't trust you. That's where I stand. And a lot of shows, as I got into an argument with my friend the one time, because she swore, because they have a DirecTV, and she was like, oh, well, we can't pull this, and this up on the thing. You have to pay for that. It's not free. You have to pay for it. being that you could just like watch the shows on the actual shows on the network's website. And my mom and I are trying to explain to her, no, because my mom watches a lot of her CBS programs because CBS has their All Access and then the regular CBS.com where you can pull up the shows. But granted, you just have to wait. It's just, you can do the All Access, get it at the same time it's going on and without commercials, or you can just wait and watch it and then just have ads in between like you're watching an actual television. Suck it up. Deal with the ads. That's what I do. I do that with Shark Tank. I watch it on the ABC app on my Roku player. And it's basically, oh, look, here, I can just go on here. I can watch this. Going to get commercials in it. I just have to wait a week. So I'm like a week behind, but I don't care. I get to watch it. It's not like I talk about it with anybody. And my grandfather and I watch it. So that's, that's our bonding moment. We watch Shark Tank. And we're trying to explain this to our friend, and she's like, oh, no. That costs money. You have to pay for that. No. I'm trying my damnedest to explain this to her that, no, you don't have to. It's free. Your stuff on here that, yeah, if you subscribe to their thing, you have to pay the fee because you're paying your cable company, you're paying your cable provider, or you're paying them for the exclusive access. But there's a lot of stuff you can pull up for free. There's a channel called Acorn on my Roku player. It's basically it's British programming, like Britcoms, all stuff from overseas. And you can pull some free stuff up on there, but yeah, there's other stuff on there that's locked behind a paywall. You just have to sit down and look for what's free and what isn't. Like for me, well, I'll pull up Shark Tank episodes. I just have to wait a week after the new episode airs. So the episodes air on a Sunday. I just have to wait till that following, like a week later, I watch them then that Monday because it's an exact 1 week later. It's not like, oh, I can pull it up Sunday afternoon. No, I have to wait till that Monday. I have to wait till after the new episode airs or exactly 1 week later. So like, I'll just pull it up on a Monday then. The hell with it. Or Tuesday or whenever I get around to pulling it up. But basically, yeah, I'm just a week behind, but I don't have to pay for the episodes. I used to do that with Discovery for Gold Rush because I would pull it up on the Discovery Channel, Roku channel. And I would do that, but they had the little lock for which ones you couldn't pull up, and then, well, it's actually a little blue key. And then they had other ones that didn't have that. Those were free episodes. You could pull them up and watch them. They used to basically be like, oh, look, a week later you can pull up this one. But then they stopped doing that. I stopped watching the show then, but they stopped doing it. But trying to explain this to my friend is like trying to yank needles from a haystack and trying to yank teeth from a tiger. Because she's persistent that, oh, no, you need to pay for it. No, you don't need to pay for it. It's not cable. It's basically watching it on their site. Oh, well, you need to pay to watch it on their site. Yeah, you need to pay your internet bill. You need to pay your phone bill and it's basically your internet if you have internet through your phone company. Yeah. Otherwise, no. But trying to explain this to her is asinine. Because that's basically what it is. So you have people like that. Those are the ones that are diving into the streaming services because they're the ones that are like, oh, well, I'm paying for this so I can watch it whenever I want. And then we're right back where we started again because it's like cable all over again. Where it's like, this is what I want to watch and I'm going to watch it on here. But look, this one has it. This other streaming service has it with 16 plus other things you might want. So then you want to buy that one too. And then next thing you know, you're paying 6 different streaming services for the same thing because somewhere along the line, they suckered you in. Like I stated at the start of it, we're getting close to the .com era of the streaming services. And they're going to go boom at some point. I mean, there's a lot of free ones that have ads. And they're surviving without charging people a monthly fee. Without forcing people to become members. You can go on, watch stuff for free. Because they change up the programming all the time. A perfect example would be Tubi. I watch a lot of stuff on Tubi. Especially anime, because they have a very big anime collection on there. So you can, I pull that stuff up, but they add new stuff, other stuff goes away, and the anime section hardly ever changes. But like some of their other stuff, like the movies, other shows, and that they change stuff, add in seasons, remove seasons. They add movies, remove movies. They only keep stuff up for X amount of time because they keep themselves fresh. They have ads that play which cover their costs because, hey, look, ads are being shown. They're getting revenue from that, and it pays the bills. But yeah, I understand where people are coming from with I want a streaming service, and yeah, I get that. You're never going to hear me argue that a streaming service is a bad idea. But we're getting too many of them now that everybody basically wants to have their hands in the damn pie. We got YouTube TV, Netflix, HBO Max, Apple TV Plus, Disney Plus, so many of these things. And at the end of the day, it's basically going to be, well, which one's going to survive, which one's not. Guess what? Tune into this streaming service where we put the other streaming services in a cage death battle. That's what we're getting to. Let's just have the cage deathmatch streaming service video. Disney Plus versus Apple TV Plus. Netflix versus HBO Max. All today on Streaming Service SmackDown. Now, for some reason, I kind of want to see that. I know. I want to see that now for some reason. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Let's get a good discussion going here. Do you think streaming services are a good idea? Or do you think they're getting too big too fast like Krispy Kreme? Let me know what you think in the comments, and let's get a good discussion going. And until next time, I'm Andrew Rhodes, and this has been Andrew Discusses.